Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, let's update our analysis of the euro currency. You can see that on Monday there was really shallow price action on the daily time frame. Market just has formed the highway pattern, some sort of the indecision. Although we said that there are two possible scenarios it's acceptable for us. First one is to be deeper retracement right to the weekly pivot point. It's around 130.74. It's right here. That is the, by the way, 3/8 support of that swing. That is normal after the hitting of just the 618 extension of this pattern. A, B, C bottom, 618. The 100% extension and the completion of this AB equals CD pattern stands around 133.50 area. But the second scenario suggests that market could show very shallow retracement on the intraday chart, or in fact no retracement, since very often happens that market just disrespects the 618 extensions. And that scenario, as we said, very probable because you can see it's really fast acceleration to the upside. Really significant bars open right at the low, close to the high. 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions in a row. Just the shallow pause that market has made yesterday. So it's just some sort of the almost a doji. Okay. Now market just is coiling around the daily tops, around 131.70 area. So this shallow breakout was probably insignificant, non-sufficient to taking out the stops. So market is ready for a bit deeper penetration of these previous highs. That could lead to some acceleration to the upside. The next resistance, we said, stands around weekly pivot resistance 1 is 132.62 area. That yesterday was also daily level of our bot, but currently this level has drifted a bit higher. So that is just a single resistance area as the weekly pivot resistance 1. Well, let's shift to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, I have no levels. In fact, just to remind you that the second scenario that we have discussed assumes that market could show some 50% pullback from that strong candle. As we said, we could treat it as the Moroboso. Okay. Right to the previous tops. That's very often, it's just reasonable and logical retracement that you can see very often on the market. But take a look at the price action. Market has shown just the 3/8 retracement of that candle. And what has it formed here? Overlapping dojis in the tight range. In fact, market stands just in the very shallow and tight range on the 4-hour time frame. These overlapping trading sessions with no decision that close right in the middle of the range. So that is really some equilibrium on the market and relative hint on the moment that probably market will not intend any other retracements. So personally, I expect that market should show upward acceleration in the nearest hours. Will it be a real breakout and market will continue further, or this could lead to the washing rings that we have discussed in our weekly research? I don't know currently, but the fact that market is ready to taking out the highs of the 131.70 area and proceed a bit higher, that currently is very probable. Also take a look how market price action develops on the 4-hour time frame. That is the example of the bullish dynamic pressure. Trend turns bearish, but market continuing to creep with this MACD predictor line in the opposite to trend direction. So you can see price action is up while trend holds bearish, as well as this flat standing of the market when the trend is shifting tells us about that bullish power still holds on the market and markets continue to the upside. Now, for hourly time frame could tell us how it could happen. That's very nice pattern is forming currently on the hourly time frame. It's butterfly cell. That's, by the way, why I think that risk of the Russian rinse still exists. Since you can see the 1618 extension of the butterfly stands 132.12. I think that if market will accelerate to the upside, it probably will hit it, because the stops will add fuel to the market acceleration, and probably market will show fast move here and reach at minimum this target. What will be later is difficult to say. One thing, if you have the bullish view, you should be worried for. If market, for instance, just shift to the hourly time frame, will break this area to the upside. Okay, this is stops. Clear out the stops, maybe it will hit weekly period resistance 1 around 130 to 62 area. I don't know. It probably could happen, and then we'll show a fast return back inside of this weekly coil that we have discussed. If this will be the case, this probably will tell us that that was the Russian rinse, and that was just the stop hunting price action, not the real breakout. But this is a bit extended discussion. Probably we will touch this topic a bit later within the current week. Currently we should be focused on the potential breakout that I suppose should happen in nearest hours. So keep an eye on this pattern. This is nice butterflies forming. Well, I don't know will you trade it or not, but that's really it's a real pattern that lets you to stick with if you would like to possess yourself on this potential breakout.